Hey guys, it's been a while since we made a video, trying to get things moving again a little bit. Okay, so this was originally going to be a video of me actually opening the fat pack, but I just couldn't wait anymore, so I opened it last night. The box was kind of offsetting when I first took it off and put it back on because of the slant. I mean, it's just subtle enough that I just thought it wasn't going on straight, and I was concerned or thinking it was hurting the cards, but I'm just stupid. Main reason I actually got the fat pack was so I could get the encyclopedia for Kaladesh, because I went to the pre-release party and I was just wondering what else was in the set, because at least off the bat, not a lot was standing out to me. Kaladesh is very, very focused on artifacts and the new vehicles. I don't personally like it very much. I'll kind of try to explain a little bit more why as the video progresses, but I'm just going to jump in and talk about some of the cards I pulled from the pre-release and the fat pack. This first card is just me bragging a little bit. The first booster pack I opened from the fat pack had the new Chandra in it. Honestly, this is actually a really good Planeswalker. The deck that I built at the pre-release was black-red. I still have it, so I'm probably going to put this in there. The other cards that I really enjoy in the set are the Gear Hulks. And I have the Combustible and the Torrential. The Torrential one I actually have in my control deck. It's really sweet. 6-drop, 5/6 creature, and you get to play an instant from your graveyard without paying its mana cost. So, really sweet card. And then the Combustible Gear Hulk I also have in my Kaladesh deck. It's kind of a mean card, because it has first strike, and then it also has a little bit of a gamble thing. I'm going to have the card pop up on there so you can read it for yourself, but honestly, it's a pretty good card. The other card that I've got, and I already went ahead and put it in one of my other decks I had before Kaladesh came out, was Diabolic Tutor. I have it in my control deck, and just a little something. I really enjoy the card. And then Inventor's Fair I also have in my Kaladesh deck. The only reason that it's nice as opposed to other colorless land is the artifact features that are attached to it, and artifacts are pretty much all that is special about Kaladesh. I'm going to go ahead and try to explain a little bit more why I'm not crazy about Kaladesh. Kaladesh is so focused on artifacts that you have to play artifact and or use the new energy thingies that they're doing, which is kind of fun to an extent. Because they do different things that you can't use the land for, which is kind of fun. I don't mind that they introduce something like that, except they're in Kaladesh. It's hard to build a deck without it, but it's also hard to put enough of it in. So this is only really going to be cool if they continue it past Kaladesh, and even then, I'm not crazy about it. Say you go along with the artifact thing, cards like Syndicate Trafficker are actually really good cards. Bomat Courier, for example, is actually kind of cool. But it would have to be in the game pretty much from the beginning and get quite a bit done in order for its abilities to really be that helpful. But also, if you use your deck to get rid of your cards really fast, then it's also kind of cool. Smuggler's Copter is definitely my favorite of the vehicles. So for the vehicle cards, they're different. The only way you can use them is if you do the crew ability. So it's like crew 1, crew 2, crew 3. And the number being, you have to tap a creature with that amount of power in order to use these. You look at a lot of the common ones, it's kind of ridiculous. It's like crew 5 or crew 6, and it's like an A7 creature, which is kind of cool, but you can only use it with the crew ability. This one's pretty nice though. It's a 2-drop, 3/3 with flying, and it's a crew 1. So I mean, say you had a couple tokens on the field, you could just attack with one of your tokens and use this. Especially if you play white, there's a lot of tokens that go in. Skyship Stalker is also a pretty fun creature. It's a 4-drop, 3/3 with flying. And it's got it's got 3 other abilities on there, all of which are kind of fun. Panharmonicon is like the golden spot of Kaladesh. You play a white artifact deck and you're just using triggers and triggers and triggers over and over again. This thing's gonna kick butt. Even with everything in mind that I've already said about Kaladesh, why I'm not crazy about it, there's another thing. I went to a standard tournament the other day with a friend of mine, and there were only a handful of people who were playing Kaladesh cards. The people who were playing Kaladesh cards were pretty much building their decks around the artifact counter system. They were also doing the worst out of anyone in Standard, because these mechanics are pretty much just in Kaladesh, and it's not a big enough set to get everything done. There's not enough good material in the set to make a phenomenal deck that's going to stand up to a lot of what other people are playing. I was playing a really simple black green Delirium deck that I built out of Shadows Over and Eldritch Moon cards almost primarily, and I was kicking these people's butts. Moving on, there's a couple other cards in the set that are just kind of ridiculous. Madcap Experiment is one of them, and right off the bat, it doesn't seem that ridiculous. If you have a lot of artifacts in your deck, it's actually pretty handy, but otherwise, it just kind of backfires. I'm so tired, I'm not going to pronounce this card, but, I mean, you read it, and I mean, I don't understand how you get to that point, especially with the mechanics in play, keeping in mind that you would have to use cards almost primarily from Kaladesh to play Kaladesh cards. Looking through the encyclopedia, I'm not getting a lot out of, there's a lot of life gain involved, and that's really the only way that this card is going to come in handy. I mean, so if you can get there and use this card, then it's a surefire way that you're going to win the game. Not saying that all cards in Kaladesh are dumb, because they're not. I like a handful of them, and I had fun messing around with the ideas involved, but it is not the strongest set that I've seen from Magic since I started playing. Let me know what you think. Comment. If you have any ideas that have really helped you in playing these cards, comment like some of the ideas below. Help the brother out, help the viewers out. We are going to hopefully be making more Magic videos. I know that the next one we'll make is actually a video between Sean and I that are me playing a deck that's only Kaladesh cards and him playing a deck that's only Kaladesh cards. And we might talk a little bit more about the mechanics, and maybe some things will have changed since then. Until next time, later.